about all that sort of stuff, but there's nothing we can do this morning about that. We've got to take you to court this morning.
They have known since last October if they overturned the ban, I would pay my council tax.
Well, there's obviously a
They've
reason
refused
why they're
it.
not.
Well, yeah, what would that be then?
But that's why you got to come
Oh,
to court.
I wonder. They've known that since the day they banned me. That's October the 13th, I think it was.
Right, okay.
Right, so they've had, and I wrote to them and informed what I would be doing. I was not withholding, I was merely not allowed to pay. So that's November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. Oh, 10 months. And all they had to do was overturn the ban. There's nothing to be talked about in court.
Well, we've got to get this resolved this morning.
No, you don't, the council does.
Well,
Have I not just told you for 10 months they've known that if they overturned the ban I would pay?
Yes, but we've got to do this job this morning.
No, you don't.
We've got to take you to court this morning.
No, you don't.
We're
There isn't
not.
a job to be done. The council has lied to you
Yes.
to get a warrant of arrest issued. Do you not understand that?
I do understand, but we've got to take you to court this morning.
No, you don't.
Yes, we do.
Look, what have I just told you? I've just told you
I've
the
been listening to
council.
you, I've been reasonable with you.
I've just told you the council has lied to
Yeah, we're
you
going round
to
in
obtain
circles.
an
I
arrest
know.
warrant. That doesn't bother you at all.
They haven't, otherwise we wouldn't be here.
Well, of course they have. I've got
They
the proof in there.
Right, well you can get your bits and pieces and we could take it to court
Right,
this
ID,
morning.
please.
My ID, there's my warrant card.
Fine. Right, I've been banned from contacting any council, so there's nothing to discuss here other than the council overturning that ban.
What do you mean you've been banned from contacting the
Right,
council?
do you want to keep an eye on him? Because I've asked him 5 times, he's refused to get his foot out the door.
Okay, that's fine. Well, just tell me what you
I
mean
would
by you've
strongly
been banned.
advise neither of you trying to enter the property.
Okay, well, if you want to explain to me why you've been banned from
I'm just going to get
contacting the council.
the explanation now.
Okay, well, no one's going to be entering the property, not while I'm here.
Right. Yep, read that. And I've got severe doubts about the validity of that warrant as well, by the way.
I can appreciate that, sir, but at the end of the day, we wouldn't be here.
Oh, don't you keep saying that. Please
Well-
don't keep saying that.
Well, we wouldn't be, would we? At the end of the day, if it wasn't a valid warrant, these guys are official court
Yes, well, I've got 20
officers.
pretend warrants upstairs, which are all false for one reason or another. I've seen them go to work.
Well,
And
end
you
of the
guys,
day-
you guys are refusing to investigate the 30 years worth of theft in the public purse they've committed, and you're refusing to investigate the illegal summons the council issues pretending to be the court, and you're refusing to investigate the illegal warrants the courts issue because they don't have a correct offence on them, and you're also refusing to investigate a dummy company called Huntingdon District Council, which is trading out of the town hall in St Ives and is not traceable on the government's company website.
Well, we're not refusing.
But is active on another website. Yes, you are refusing. That's why there's a complaint against your chief constable right now.
Okay, that's fine. Let me just read this. Okay, so this is saying that the council no longer want you in any of their council offices,
They no longer want any contact from me, full stop.
and due to your conduct, don't want any written correspondence from you. But unfortunately, that doesn't.
Yes, it does.
Just let me finish.
I know what you're going to say.
What?
You're going to say it doesn't stop me sending the money.
No, that wasn't what I was going to say.
Oh,
Money
right.
is between you and the council.
My mistake.
What I was going to say.
Sorry, carry on.
is that doesn't trump the warrant that we've got here. Unfortunately, we've got a warrant.
The council
For
was
you to appear at
informed.
Hunter the Magistrates Courts for the inquiry.
The council was informed by myself 10 months ago, and on several occasions since via social media and letters to other people, that until they revoke the ban, I would not pay my council tax. I'm not withholding it.
Well,
They've
that's
had
between you
10.
and the council.
They've
but
had 10.
unfortunately,
Exactly.
we have
This is between me and the council. Well done.
Yes.
They've had 10 months, and all they had to do was revoke that ban. That's it.
But we've got a warrant here to take
They've
you to
lied
magistrates.
to get that warrant.
Okay, well then you need to sort that out in court. We can't
No.
sort that out here, can we?
Why aren't you arresting someone who's just lied to you to obtain an arrest warrant? I mean, that's quite a serious offence.
Yes, it is. But this
Yes.
is not.
So why aren't you off arresting them then?
Well, this is an arrest warrant issued by the court. So,
Which has had false information put in to obtain it,
okay, so you can argue that in court, can't
which
you?
is also perverting the course of justice.
Yes, and if that is the case, then that will be sorted. Which you can argue that in court, can't you?
Oh, I'm sorry. I've just told you that a public official has committed fraud,
Yes.
and you still want to take me down station.
Well, yes, because unfortunately we've got an issue to deal with this here.
A warrant which has been illegally gained.
Well, how has
Think
it been
about
illegally
this.
gained? How has it been illegally
Because the
gained?
information submitted to obtain it was a lie.
Okay, well that needs to be sorted
You
in court,
now
doesn't it?
know that.
Well, that information needs to be sorted in court, doesn't it? And you can talk to
Right.
the magistrates about that.
Do you know the only thing I'm going to say in court,
What?
which is why this is a complete waste of everyone's time? The council's had 10 months to overturn the ban, and I've told them during those 10 months on several occasions through several outlets and social media things that if they overturned the ban, I'd carry on paying my council tax. That's what I'm going to say in court.
But again, like you
I
pointed
can
out
make a phone
earlier,
call.
the ban is for you to not contact them, not to not pay your bills.
There we go. I thought you'd get round to that.
Well, that's
if
the
you've
case,
got,
isn't
if
it?
you,
That's-
if
that's what
someone's,
that says
if
to me.
someone's got a restraining order against you and you send them money, that's breaking the restraining order.
Where's the restraining order?
That's an example. It's the same thing. This has been confirmed as a legal banning order by the government ombudsman.
Well, okay. If
So
that's been
therefore
confirmed,
needs
then
to-
that's been confirmed.
it
isn't
therefore
But at the
needs
end
to
of the
be
day, we've still got
overturned.
a warrant with your name on it that
Which,
we need to get sorted.
which false information was submitted to obtain said warrant.
Okay. But
So
again,
why are you not off arresting the person who gave you the information to obtain the warrant?
But again, we can sort that in court, can't we? I
No,
can't sort
no,
it here
no.
now, can I?
Because I know what happened in court. The vote and pay for magistrate will go, right, you're going to pay or else, because if you don't pay today, you're going to get sent to jail. That's what's going to happen. They're not going to listen to a word of my evidence. They're not going to read that. They'll probably chuck it in the bin.
Well, I
and then they'll go,
don't know what the courts are going to do.
and then they'll
because
go,
that's
the
down to
council's
courts, not
wonderful,
down to me.
and it's allowed to steal money, and it's allowed to threaten people, and it gets its mates, the coppers, to come round and threaten people some more, and that'll be the end of it.
Well, who's threatening people? Because I'm not seeing anyone threatening anyone at the moment.
He's refusing to leave my doorstep. That's
That's because
threatening.
we have a warrant with your name on
That
it.
is threatening behaviour.
So-
You have a warrant obtained with false information.
But again, we can't.
Am I
sort
not-
that
am I
out
not making
here.
sense here?
No, you are making very, very clear sense. But
Can
what
you
you're
actually?
not understanding?
Sorry, can you actually go and get a real arrest warrant before you try and arrest me?
Yeah, I've got one here.
No, that's a warrant obtained with false information. So how is that legitimate? How is that valid?
Well, it's a valid because it's been issued by the counter.
I mean,
by
should
the
we get-
magistrates' courts.
Should we get a lawyer down here?
No, why don't we go to court and you can get a lawyer at court?
No. What's the point of going to court? You've got an illegal arrest warrant for a start. You've just admitted that.
No, I haven't admitted anything. I said this was a warrant issued by the magistrates' courts with your name on it.
Through lies.
No, I didn't admit that. That's what you're telling me. I can't verify
I've
that.
given you the evidence that I'm banned from contacting the council.
Right, so how does that prove
And
that
you've,
this is...
and you've now got an arrest warrant which someone has lied to obtain because they have said I'm not banned from contacting district council. That letter clearly says any council. Now you're struggling with this, really.
No, I'm not. I'm not. The only person that seems to be struggling, sir, is yourself. Because at the end of the day, we've got an
What's that
official...
now?
My name is Richard
No,
Dixon.
how am I struggling?
Because you're not understanding the fact that we have a warrant with
So
your
you've got
name
an
on it.
illegal arrest warrant, yeah,
Well,
which you
that, in your opinion,
which you obtained through lies
In your opinion.
because the council employee lied to you.
in your opinion,
So why are you protecting your bank council mates?
I'm not protecting anybody.
Well,
I've
they've
got a
lied.
warrant in my hand with your name on it,
They have lied to you to
which these
obtain.
guys here are here to execute.
They have lied to you to obtain an arrest warrant. Now that's an offence. I'm sure it is.
Well, at the moment, I'm not seeing any lies.
Am I banned from contacting any council?
This just says they don't want you to communicate with them with the manner and the way that you have been.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, well, it does.
It says letters may be read but will be ignored. They'll hang up on me if I phone them. They don't want to talk to me
Yeah, but
at
that's
all.
due to your
They don't want to talk
current
to me.
conduct.
They don't want to. My current conduct's got nothing to do with it. They don't want to talk to me at all. They don't want to know me. They don't want to see me.
Yeah, but that
But they
doesn't
want their money.
excuse that you've got this outstanding with your name on it, does it?
An illegal arrest warrant.
In your opinion.
An illegal arrest warrant.
In your opinion.
Well, it must be. Am I not banned from contacting any council?
Well, I'm not banned, no.
So district council has lied to you and said I'm not banned from contacting district council. That is a lie. That's how you obtained the warrant. It's an
No,
illegal
we've obtained
arrest
a warrant
warrant.
because you haven't paid your bills.
I told them, overturn the ban, I'll pay them tomorrow. Takes one phone call.
But it doesn't work like that, and you know it.
Sorry, how does it work then?
It works because you need to pay your council tax.
Because they were told 10 months ago if they overturned the ban, I would pay my council tax. But they chose not to even answer that.
Well, at the end of the day, the fact doesn't go away. We have a warrant here with your name on it.
An illegal warrant.
No. Well, you either come down to the court with us, or I arrest you on this warrant, and we do it that way.
Why would I go to the court?
Because I'm asking you to.
What am I going to stand in court and say?
I don't know. You can say whatever you like, but the fact is,
I'll tell you what I'm
with
going
your
to
name on it. I can say it as many times as you like, sir. At the end of the day, I've got a warrant here with your name on it.
I'll tell you what I'm going to stand in court and say.
Go on then.
I'll say, if the council overturn the ban, I'll pay my council tax tomorrow.
Okay. Well, that's a conversation you can have with them, isn't it?
And
It's
you
not
are,
gonna be something
you
that
are
will get
currently
solved here.
you are currently aiding and abetting a council employee who's lied to obtain a false arrest warrant.
I'm not.
You are. Well, it's a lie. I'm banned from contacting a council, am I? So it's a lie to say that I can contact district council.
In your opinion.
Is it not a lie to say it? If that letter says I am banned from contacting any council, is it not a lie for someone at district
But
council
then
to
the
say I
magistrates'
can
courts is not
contact
the
them?
council, is it? The magistrates' courts.
Oh,
is the
that's the other
magistrates'
thing.
courts.
As I informed this chap here, the council, the court is also a council building, so you're actually breaking the law by taking me into it. Unfortunately.
No, we're not.
Yes, you are.
No, we're not.
Because the council put the money up for the court building.
They will ask you to leave any council office, is what that letter states.
What are courtrooms?
They're not council offices,
They're
are
not
they?
just offices?
We
Rooms,
can, we can sit and discuss this all
rooms
day
with
if you
chairs
like.
in them?
Sorry?
Rooms with chairs in them? What was it?
At the end of the day, there's a warrant here with your name on it.
Yes, an illegal warrant.
Are you going to come with us to the magistrates' court so we can get this sorted?
So you
It's
can-
obviously not going to get sorted here.
So
is
you
it?
can illegally arrest me?
Well, if it comes to it, yeah, I will. And I won't illegally arrest you at all. I've got an outstanding warrant with your name on it, which says any constable
An illegal arrest warrant.
of Cambridgeshire Police Force can execute, which I am. So at the
An
end
illegal.
of the day,
Oh, well, why was he holding it then? He's not an
Because he's a
officer of
warrants
Cambridge.
officer of
He's
the
not an
court.
officer of Cambridge Police Force.
no, but it also says that the court, these officers are from the courts.
Well,
They
let's
can
see.
execute the warrant, and
Let's-
also a police constable can execute.
Let's
the
see that
warrant.
then.
Well, I can show you that there at the bottom where it says.
Not allowed to touch it. Constable of Cambridge Police Force or persons duly authorised are hereby required to. Can I see your authorisation there?
Yeah,
You must have that. You must have that written down
If
in
we weren't
paper.
authorised, we wouldn't be here.
No, no. You keep on saying that.
And you're just going around in circles and trying to avoid the fact that we've got to take you to court this morning. Like the officer said to you, you can speak to the judge, and you can speak to him and give him your opinion. And that's what's going to happen this morning. But that's your chance to speak to the court.
You must
like I
have
said earlier.
paperwork written down somewhere saying you're authorised to act.
We're authorised, otherwise we wouldn't be here, would we?
Yes, well, that's debatable, isn't it?
Right, okay. Right, you get your stuff ready then.
Before
we'll
you
go
start
to
on
court.
maritime law. So, okay, let me make this clear. Then you're arresting me under a legal arrest warrant, which we know because council officers have lied to obtain that warrant. And
No,
you're
that's
taking me,
not the case.
and you're taking me to court. That seems, but my viewers will think that's the case. You're taking me to court.
Who will see that's the case? Are you lawyers?
My viewers,
Your viewers?
my
Okay.
YouTube viewers, yes.
That's fine.
And you're taking me to court so I can stand in the box and say if the council overturn the ban, I'll pay it tomorrow. That's where we're at, is it?
We're at that I've got a live warrant with your name on it, and
So I think you've just
it
broken
is
about.
10:34. You're under arrest as I'm executing this warrant to get you to Huntingdon Magistrates Courts in order to speak to the courts in relation to your unpaid
So how many
fines.
laws have you just broken?
None.
About 5, I think.
Well, that's your opinion.
Not to mention matey boy here, who's threatening behaviour.
Well, there's no threatening behaviour.
Well, he won't let me
Not
close
that
my
I
front
can see.
door. How is that not threatening?
Well,
How,
That's not
answer the
threatening.
question. How is that not threatening?
well, it's not threatening because we've got a warrant with your name on it, and you'll be coming
illegal
with us down
warrant.
to the Magistrates Courts.
And the warrant which I've established is illegal.
In your opinion. And we can go round in circles as much as you like. But at the end of the day, we've got a legal warrant with your name on it, and it's being executed today, whether you like it or not.
Hey, right. Do you know what? That's fine. I shall get my stuff together.
Okay, that's fine.
Get your foot out the door.
Right, hold on to that.
I'll wait.
I'll come inside.
No, did I invite you inside?
No, you didn't, but you're under arrest, so...
Right, okay. You just do what you want then.